wanted to do a quick video for some of my new customers who may have found it a little daunting to put all their makeup on at one time. So I'm going to do a quick video of a way that might be a little easier to apply it if you've never done a hack method before. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with your main shade, which is the darkest color that I would color match you. And you're just going to tap in and put it all over your face, just as you would a regular foundation. Remember to go a little lighter, as cream makeup is very pigmented and it doesn't take much to get good coverage. You don't want to over apply. You can always add more after if you need a little more coverage. Today we are just hanging out at home doing some Halloween stuff, so I'm not going to do a ton. My kids are playing with Halloween toys, so you may hear some stuff in the background. All right, so super minimal application. I'm just basically stippling. This is stippling. This is swirling. Just some couple of different types of terms. If you want to get a more full coverage, you want to do more stippling, and that presses the product into your face. If you're just kind of wanting a baseline, more natural coverage, you can kind of blend the product around. I usually stipple more in my fine line area, but today we're just going to do a baseline single color all over the face. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, I'm going to go in with my brightener, which for me it's Moonlit, and I'm just going to tap my finger in and pop a bit of color here to kind of brighten my eye area. I'm still learning how to do makeup into the phone, so a little bit down my nose and here. Okay, so for this area, I recommend using, well, I can't find my blending ball. So typically for that area, I use my Perfector sponge. Today, I can't find it somewhere. So we're gonna go back in with the fluffier end of the 3D brush, and I'm just gonna tap that in. I have a visitor. Hey, baby. It's okay. That's okay. You can play with that. Okay, so.
For you.
Thank you.
This belongs in our house.
Yeah, you can play with that. All right, so we're gonna tap in that brightener. Shut the door back. And essentially those two shades are going to make up your foundation shade. So it's your darkest skin tone and your lightest skin tone. You use the lighter one in areas that you want to brighten. So that's what I did. And you want to kind of center that. You want to use that brightness down the center of your face. And the last step that I'm going to do today, like I said, very simple. I'm going to go in with my contour, and I'm just going to use my finger just to show it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to place a couple of dots along my forehead. I'm going to start at the top of my ear and go to where the corner of my eye meets. So if you drew a line down your face right there, you just want to feel for your cheekbone and go along the bottom of your cheekbone, but don't go past your eye. And do the same thing on this side. And you can really do however much contour you feel comfortable with. like I said, today we're just not doing a whole lot. So that's the extent of my contour. You could do your nose, you could do the bottom of your chin line if you'd like. Today, this is what I'm doing, keeping it simple. So for this contour on my hairline, I'm gonna kind of do a windshield wiper motion, and then I'm gonna press it up into my hairline. And it's just gonna kind of add a little bit of shadowing to the top of my face and make my forehead seem a little bit smaller. And then same thing here, I'm gonna push it up into my hairline and then kind of up my cheek. Remember, if you over blend, if you blend it out and you're like, oh my goodness, now I don't even see a contour, just add a little bit more. It's not a big deal. But you wanna make sure you blend it, make it look more natural. You don't wanna have stark lines on your face. So that's the extent. That's literally all that I do on a day-to-day basis. If you want to, you can pop in a little lip and cheek color on top. And I swirl that out. Just kind of swirl it up into your hairline. My cheeks are already pretty pink, so I tend to use just our color called Nude. It's a very natural pink, or a lot of times I use the bronzer because I think it just gives me a little sun-kissed glow without looking too pink. And that's it, folks. So then at this point, I would spray my face with our setting spray, let it air dry, add some mascara, and you're done. So that is a simpler option. And if you feel a little overwhelmed by applying all of your creams at one time, you can do it in steps. Do your darkest shade first, do your whole face, brighten it up, and then go back in with your contour and your lip and cheek. So it's totally up to you, totally customizable, whatever works for you. The creams are very forgiving and they blend like butter. So let me know if you'd like a color match and I'll help you get started.